who used to be your friend.
I remember, yes, the first time I came and talked to you, I said to you in our conversation, I said one of the things that they did a lot to detract from what I'm saying is by putting Buddy Lee at the center of the shit. But the shit was never about Buddy Lee. It was always about Intrinsic. But that has always been their go-to of, I gotta keep it a bug, okay? Buddy Lee to me ain't nothing to be motivated to do a goddamn thing behind. To be honest, and to be
but
even more real.
You was with him now, Jassy.
To be even more real, I didn't even know he was in a situationship when I hit your link.
Okay, you didn't. Okay.
No, I got this recon and these notes literally yesterday. Yesterday is when I got it. Because my team was running down to me that he done backed out of a pull-up. That he the pull-up king and somebody trying to pull up on him and he dodged smoke. And I was like, well, what the fuck is he dodging smoke about? Like, what is the beef about? Why does dude want to pull up? Because I'm like, all I knew was a dude wanted to pull up. When I came on your show, the only thing I knew was a dude wanted to pull up on him. And we were discussing how weird it is that the pull-up king don't want to answer a pull-up. I said, wait a minute, that goes against brand. That's off brand because he started his walk and entrance into this world is from him driving around trying to pull up on Chucky 713. And so how you go and get in your car, you say you always got your keys ready, you always ready to pull up on Chucky 713, who consistently said he did not want to fight him, but when somebody want to motherfucking fight you, now it's backpedaling and pussy pop. So that's the only conversation we had. That's it. I ain't know nothing about no girl. I didn't know nothing about what he wanted to fight about. And I came here and said to you, when we touched on it a little bit, he ain't finna fight that man. He don't like to fight people who want to fight him. He like to fight people that don't want to fight him. Okay? So there was that.
All right. So the next question I got is, do you feel like that you got love bombed and you got love bombed by a group of people who wasn't even fooling with you? Even though you said that was a truce. A truce does not mean that you guys have made up. A truce means pretty much, look, you keep your stance on how you feel. I keep my stance on how I feel. You don't fuck with me. I'm not going to fuck with you. That's a truce. A truce is not a makeup because that means you're not agreeing. A truce don't mean you was right and I was wrong. It means, look, stay in your lane, I'm going to stay in mine. So do you feel like that you got incubated over on that platform because they want you to be quiet? Or is it because you really feel like these people care about you?
Well, I think that people are fond. I can't say care or not. I think that they were very genuine because this is not the first time that they said what they said. They said this same stuff a year ago. So we've already had this conversation and we've had interactions and engagements throughout this, even to the point where I was fundraising for my daughter's fun run and Lady La assisted and threw them a love package too. So I've interacted with them throughout. So I don't think that they were love bombing it because of what's gone on throughout this year that's been behind the scenes that people don't know or that has taken place on posts, that people don't know. But people can literally scroll down my wall and see Candy all the time.
What about the behavior towards Intrinsic? Because since I've been around Intrinsic, they can't stand Intrinsic. No one has shown any love to her, towards her, no nothing towards her. But all of a sudden, we're going to go along to get along. I was like, that's very weird because if there was something lower than a penny, that's what they had Intrinsic on. Why would you deal with her? Yes, why you give her a chance? Why are you talking to her? Why this, why that? But then they all came and hugged on even you, Jassy. That's different. Because that's our nature. That's at heart. That's our nature. When we all were friends before this beef. Before everything happened, we were all friends. We was all literally a crew, holding panels together, doing shows together, kicking it, chilling it, celebrating each other's birthdays, major milestones. Like we all were, all of us, me, Lady La, Candy, Buddy, and Transit, right? And a few other people too. And so, and you know what's so interesting about now that I know more insight into this whole situation and what happened and what you had just said, I was like that with them too. They didn't know that me and Buddy was fucking around with each other, but we was all cool when me and Buddy was fucking around with each other.
When we fell out is actually when me and Buddy Lee fell out. We all fell out together at the same time. So I don't. So when they said,
hold on, let me jump in. So if you fell out with Buddy Lee and them at the same time, so why is it that Buddy Lee has consistently still been getting love and support from them, and I don't see you getting that? So I see the protection that Buddy Lee has. I see no protection that Jassy G has. You seem to be alone.
Yes, that was one of the main mind-boggling shit. Like, when I can say for a fact, this sector came together once receipts was dropped, okay, to cover up what Buddy actually did. His nickname in the sector is the Chinese baby, and I swear for God, everybody treat him like he an actual baby. That is a grown-ass man who's out here doing grown-ass man things, who's making grown-ass decisions. But the message I got and why you see him getting the support is because I don't know to this day if this is true or not. I can only say what was said. Okay? What was said is that all of them or whoever, I could be wrong, I don't know, but I think from memory, that Buddy Lee was sent my way to troll me. Buddy Lee was the only content creator I have ever fucked with to this day and previously. He is the only content creator I've ever been involved with in that manner. And it was said that he was sent my way to troll me, to get information on me. So he was planted to get close to me so that people could know, because I'm very fucking private. I'm one of the most private fucking creators on here. Nobody really has a hand in my mind and my movements, because I don't link up with creators like that. So I keep things on surface. And so it's like it would make sense to try to send a mole into my camp to get to know me and stuff like that at the time. Because at the time, I was wham, bam, and slinging and banging, heavy hit. And I had a lot of enemies. And I had enemies that I thought we had hashed it out. And when the shit blew, motherfuckers was airing out grievances left and right. Oh, I was mad at you because you did this and that and this and that and this and that and this and that. So it made sense when they said it. And he said it. Basically, it was a play. Our whole interactions and relationships was a play. And that's another reason I don't give a fuck about him. You can't give a fuck about some shit that wasn't real.
Okay, let me cut in on something. Now, I don't even know the whole situation. I'm just going off of energy. I'm going off of, I've seen what you look like. I've seen what he look like. I've seen what they look like. I've seen what the world look like. Hell, I see what I look like. I can't see them saying, out of all the men in the black sector, we gonna pick Buddy Lee to woo Jassy G. I mean, I'm not saying he's ugly, but I'm just saying, don't you think they would have picked a better candidate to kind of woo you? You get what I'm saying?
I would think so. But the thing is, I've had many of the male content creators come my way, and I dismissed them all. So this is the first time someone's tried this play. It has been tried. But I just never go for it. Me and Buddy was a little different because prior to things sliding into the direction they slid into, we already had a rapport. We had a chemistry, in our shows and in our panels. I'd go as far as to say, before people even knew we was dealing, there was a lot of people who were threatened by the simple partnership, of creativity and how me and him could draw a crowd together. We could draw numbers together. We grew channels together. Like, I think people seeing that and thinking down the line, damn, this shit must be stopped. Because these motherfuckers will go places with each other. Because they got a creative chemistry. Me and Buddy Lee got skits together that was banger ass shows. I took his Super Soaker Saturdays to the next level by having women up there with lingerie. Like, a lot of my ideas fueled a lot of his channel, which they don't like to acknowledge, but a lot of my ideas fueled his channel.
So since let's stay right there where you at. So since you have left for y'all situation, who do you think took your spot? The things that you was doing with him, because I have an idea in my head, which I'm gonna wait. I want to hear what you're gonna say. Who do you think filled your spot to do what you're saying that y'all was doing together?
I love her to death, right? I do. But Lady Locke.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. I mean, we're on the same. See, I'm not being messy. I'm putting puzzles together. That's it. Because shit got to make sense to me, whether I know y'all's situation or not. Because since I don't know of you, I do know Lady Locke seems to be his right-hand man. That ain't a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying it's obvious that they have a connection together. Okay?
Look, so, let me tell you something. It's that Libra shit. The Libra on Libra.
But hold on, but if they got a connection together, why the hell you think they want you back? Because you now treading back in her motherfucking territory. Listen, I know folks gonna do lies off this talk shit. I'm not friends with them people, you or anybody. I'm just on the outside looking in. So why would she want you to come back in? You treading on her money or what they got going on. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Because I would never have nothing to do with Buddy Lee. So I know that that's not something she would think about. I would never have nothing. See, they were there. The intimate intricacies of the situation. Everybody can be false about what I'm upset about. I'm going to keep it a buck. Everybody can be false about what I'm upset about in regards to Buddy Lee. They can try to say it's some love, this, that, the third. I feel like Kenny and Lady Locke are not stupid. They know why I don't fuck with that nigga. And they know that it is a slim chance in hell that I would ever fuck with that nigga again.
But they are very protective over him. So if it boiled down to you or him, do you think you would be able to get treated equally?
That would be, you know what? To really answer that, and I can only answer it from experience, I would say no. I would say no.
And when you say no, that means he'll get treated better than you, right? Or more protected than you.
That's what look, this entire sector has done so. I mean, we talking about people looking the other way.
So why do y'all have this fake truce going on in, Jassy? Because it ain't no truce, because you the one getting the short end of the stick. So who did the truce benefit? I'm not screaming. I don't know if you watch me. I get hyper. But so who did this truce benefit? You or them? And if you're a powerhouse by yourself,
it depends on what you
down and rebuild somewhere else. I don't understand, because it looked so fake the other day. It looked fake. Even when you talk to Trent, that's a lot of people I was friends with that said they love me. And I said I love them. I wouldn't spit on them if they was on fire. Wouldn't shit on them.
I don't think that Trent loves me. When she said I love you, I don't believe that, because you don't treat people you love that way. She know that. She know that. But guess what? I don't control nobody's mouth. I don't control anybody's mouth. That's her mouth. That's what she feel like she want to say out her heart. Does that mean that that's something that I bought into? No. And I said that last time I was on Lady Locke show. I didn't buy into that. She's still over where she over at, because I don't get in abusive relationships. Like, you can't love nobody and do what you did. That's not love. Love will still have a break. Love will still have a stop button. Love will still, especially knowing how much I did, even when she was shooting at me, to show her that I loved and cared about her. And she was just like, fuck you, Jassy. Fuck you. Over and over and over again. Like, there's no way.
So y'all was playing each other face then, let's be honest. So y'all was over there playing each other face.
No. I was giving her authentic advice. I was saying exactly what I felt like saying. I don't recall being there saying, oh, I love you, trans, and this and that, and we back cool. She had already covered that base when she said, I love you. I understand that we got to be separate. You know, I know why we got to be separate. So as long as she know that we got to be separate, I don't really need to kick or beat that dead horse with her. I am where I am, and she is where she is. However, I'm always show up places authentic. And, you know, I'm a compassionate, empathetic person, really empathetic for real. You know, some people may not be. I would say more than likely, I could say the number one thing in my whole YouTube journey, the number one thing that got me fucked up is my heart, repeatedly. Okay, so, and me having integrity repeatedly. So I still, you know, stay where I stay at. But the truth is not about, we all just gonna be besties. You know, the truth is about what happened in that beef, what happened in that situation, how ugly and nasty it got. We will never go there again. That's what the truth is about.
Okay, on the outside looking in the chat, I don't know if you're able to see the chat too, but I feel like why the hell is Jassy back, and why the fuck did she hit VS Counter? Because they know I could be a hellraiser, and I heard you can be too. So I mean, and listen, I know you probably don't want me to mention his name, but I am going to mention his name. The ZX. the inkling of them thinking me and ZX is running people up the wall, and me and ZX not even it's tickling me because me and ZX don't even talk.
Right.
They're starting to think that we are.
Right.
And it's running them up, though. It's running people nuts. If you could see my DMs, my emails, is my comments. And I said, where are they getting this from? So what I started doing to run them up the wall even more, I go over to his panel and I drop the eyeballs in there, and I think I said something. I forgot what I even said today.